Welcome to the weekly and welcome to my pop-up pottery gallery here at Wilkins Signs in the heart of Marshfield. Well, I wanted to take a moment and first of all thank all of those who participated in my auction 2 weeks ago. By now, hopefully you have received your pieces. Everything was shipped out in the mail this week, and if you haven't received it, you should be receiving it very soon. I hope you enjoy those pieces, and it filled me with a lot of gratitude with how many pieces actually was shipped out this week. Well, on this week's weekly, I wanted to take time and explain to you what a production piece is, because I talked about that in the auction 2 weeks ago, and it raised a lot of questions with regular clients of mine and prospective clients of mine. So here's an example of a production piece. Actually, this Enzo bowl just sold this past week, and it will be, actually the client saw, it's a bowl to be on the table, but the client wanted me to hang it. You can see I hang a lot of my bowls, especially the ones that are really decorative. They have that crackled glaze in them. They look great on the wall. But the client, he came in, he just came in like 5 days ago here and fell in love with this piece, and that's what pottery does. It grabs you, you fall in love with it. But he said, I want to put that on the wall, so I actually mounted a hanger for him. But getting back to production work. Now, this is a production piece. Every piece that I make is an original. No one piece will ever look the same. But production pieces have a similar look. This piece can be recreated because it was, first of all, it was created in a mold. And secondly, the way it was glazed can be reproduced. You know, the methodology of how I create it and glaze it can be repeated. However, you know, like this brush stroke, I can repeat that brush stroke, but it will never look like this brush stroke, but it can be repeated. So that's what a production piece is. It's a piece where I have figured out a method where I can create a similar look to that piece. So a lot of pieces that were in last week's auction, or 2 weeks ago, a lot of those pieces were what I called prototype pieces. Pieces that I thought I could put into production, but in the process of creating them a few times, I decided those are not quite production pieces. I couldn't capture a consistent look in the piece, so I decided not to continue production. So every piece that you see on my website, I think, for the most part, they are production pieces. Especially, I have right now, like the ocean bowls, very popular. I have the ocean bowl that is made to sit on your countertop. I have the ocean bowl to hang on your wall. That's not listed yet, but that will be listed this week. And then I have the ocean nesting bowls. Those are production pieces. I have figured out a method to make a consistent similar look in all those pieces. However, they're all original. They will never ever be exactly the same. Those are all production pieces. When you order those pieces, there can be anywhere between a week to a 4-week delivery time. It depends if I have any in stock, and if I don't, then when you order one, then I put it into production and I mail it off to you. So I hope that clears up what production pieces are. Now, next week I have a couple very big announcements. I'm going to wait another week until I share them with you. So that's it for this week's weekly. Enjoy the great weather. It's beautiful here on the South Shore of Boston. I hope it's beautiful where you're at. And as always, stay creative.